Five Aside is here live in Agadir. Happy New Year's Eve to everybody back in the United States.
Yes,
How are we feeling, fellas, today? Our first time, obviously, spending a New Year's Eve in Morocco. How are we feeling right now?
I feel amazing. We're in Agadir.
Yes, sir. Yes,
6
sir.
hours. This
7
morning.
actually.
7
Just to
hours,
get
about
here.
5:30 a.m. this morning.
It's sunny outside. It's
Yeah.
70 degrees. It's beautiful. Complete change of scenery. I'm very grateful. Happy New Year's to all the folks back home.
And we got to speak a little bit about New Year's traditions from our different backgrounds. If anyone wants to start with what they do with their home nation.
For sure. I mean, with Ghana, it's time for family.
Okay.
You know, spending time with your community. Obviously, bringing in the new year with the right mentality. You know, obviously being very grateful. Gratitude is how you move forward. It's how you also reflect and see how far you've come.
For sure. I'm obviously American, but I'm also half Spanish. One thing we do is we eat 12 grapes for the 12 dongs that hit midnight at the turn of the new year. So get your grapes ready because that's how you start it, and then fiesta after.
I heard that you eat grapes to like find the love of your life. Like,
Well, I found mine, so it
like
worked
people,
out.
Like people eat grapes to find their husband.
I believe it.
Is that you guys who do it under the table? Or is that a different group?
Under the table, nah. You can visibly see it. You don't
Okay.
hide the grapes.
Okay, no.
You gotta
of course,
see
of
the
course.
grapes. Yeah.
Interesting.
You know, you do have to eat them kind of fast though. When you realize how quick
Yeah.
it hits for the 12, you're like, okay, I
A
should
grape
eat these
for the
grapes.
dung is kind of crazy.
Yeah, man. Hey,
That's
it
intense,
works out. It
that's
works
intense.
out for sure. For sure.
Yeah, no, for me, I'm Haitian. New Year's is Haitian Independence Day, 1804.
Oh, it
So
is.
we
Yeah.
eat soup jumu, which is our traditional soup. It's a freedom soup. It's mixed with ingredients that basically the Haitian enslaved people weren't allowed to eat under French rule. And so for Haitian Independence Day, we celebrate by eating something that we were denied for a long time. And so if you know somebody Haitian, if you live somewhere near a Haitian restaurant,
Yes.
get you some soup jumu tomorrow on Haitian Independence Day.
And if
Double
you're not-
celebration.
If you're not at a restaurant, just go to your boy's place
It's
and
true.
get some for yourself.
It's true.
Hendrix Soup Jamu, the best soup jamu I've ever had in my life.
Amen.
You're going to have to come to Morocco for it this time, but
Amen,
facts.
amen.
Ethiopia?
Yeah, Ethiopia. Well, first, let me introduce myself. Guys,
true,
if
yes.
you've been tuning into the streams, the voice behind the camera, I got promoted.
He's here.
Sign
He's
up.
here.
But no, actually, I'm just subbing in for the great Sabi. Cameroon, he was too lit after the win today, guys. So
Yeah.
he had to go
I had to
elsewhere.
take a break.
I had to take a break. Of course, he deserves it. He deserves it.
We're going to get into highlights in
We'll
one
get into
second.
that, yeah,
but
of course.
speaking of too lit, your guys' Uno game yesterday
Oh.
got very intense. There's a lot of battle
Wait.
between.
You didn't get to give
Oh,
it-
thank you.
didn't
Yeah,
get
of
to
Oh,
give
I'm
it.
so sorry. I'm so
You're
sorry.
too
I'm so sorry.
excited, man.
I
Yeah.
got too excited because
You're
you
too
got. They were
Bro,
too
you mentioned
excited
Uno.
last
You
night.
mentioned
We want
Uno.
to hear about your culture.
Thank
We
you,
want to
guys.
hear about
Culture
your
more important first.
Well, guys, yes, I'm Ethiopian, and if you didn't know, Ethiopia is actually on a different calendar from the rest of the world. We're on the Gregorian calendar. So instead of 12 months, we have 13 months. It's actually 2017 in Ethiopia right now. It's a little bit weird once you think about it, but it's amazing. We
Right.
celebrate New Year's in September. You know, traditional clothing, food together. It's called Nkutatash, or in my language, Ruhus Hadush Amet. So if you know any Ethiopians in your life, let them know. In September, it's a real fun time. It's great, guys.
Amazing. Now back to the Uno, as you were saying.
Go ahead. Y'all talk about it real quick. We got some highlights to get to.
I mean,
but
okay, we just need the fans to clarify something.
Right.
When you're playing Uno and you have one card left, this was the situation I was in last night. We played Uno to see who will have to clean the house.
it's true.
I put my card down. As I'm going to put my card down to say Uno out, this guy next to me says no Uno out, and then claims that I have to pick up 2 cards. Which
Right, you have
That
to.
doesn't make sense because I'm in the
No,
motion.
you-
I'm in the motion
Yeah.
of putting my card down.
Unfortunately, you were out, Musi. But you know who's not out? Neither Mozambique nor Cameroon, who just had a great game here
What a
in
game, guys.
Agadir.
What a game.
2-1 win for Cameroon. We got to talk about first the first goal by Mozambique,
Yeah.
an absolute banger that really came out of nowhere and really shocked the stadium. That was definitely full of Cameroon fans. Thoughts on that first goal before we get into Cameroon? That was a really good finish.
I will say this whole tournament, number 10's left-footed, number 10
Yeah,
specifically.
yeah.
having
Yes,
Cameroon.
sir.
Yep.
Mozambique, the number 10 was able to carry the ball.
Mm-hmm.
Took a shot. You can't give people space in AFCON because they're practicing for these things.
Yeah,
and at the end of the
that's
day,
right.
he kept it low. It was a driven shot with a nice bounce.
Yeah.
And then 1-1 with an absolute devastating own goal. Thoughts on that one?
Go ahead.
I mean, Cameroon, they just looked chaotic. I can't.
I mean,
wa-
the own goal was
The
pretty
own
bad.
goal was chaotic. It was rough. I mean, when I was looking at the formation earlier, they're playing a 3-back, and I
Yeah.
don't think they have the defensive prowess to do that.
Yeah.
They subbed out the captain Noho like 20 minutes into the game. They have Mbeumo playing almost as a wingback. Just all over the place. I don't really know what Cameroon is trying to do,
Fair.
but they got lucky. They got to swing things. Mozambique actually surprised me personally.
Yeah.
I think they were attacking. They were taking on their defenders. They were putting balls into the box.
Yep.
Honestly, I think Mozambique could have won this game. Cameroon, obviously, they secured the dub, but Mozambique, they really do deserve to make it to the next round.
Yeah, I agree.
Obviously, they just got their first win, I think, since 1986 in AFCON,
Yep,
only a
yep,
few games
yep.
ago. So they're keeping that momentum going,
Yeah.
and, I'm excited to see them into the next round.
And I do have to shout out the Cameroon goal was phenomenal. Sebastian
Ooh.
behind the camera was very happy when it went in. Josh, I have some thoughts on that too.
Of course. I mean, it's interesting you brought up the fact that Mozambique, impressed some of the viewers. I was able to talk to some of the people during the halftime, and they're saying how Mozambique has one of the best offenses in the tournament.
Wow.
But one thing Cameroon made sure to show them is what you could do. I could do better. Because that long
What a
shot
finish.
hit the post was in. It was like they were playing FIFA, bro.
Yeah,
Yep.
it's true. Yeah, I mean, I think honestly this game came down to like physical prowess.
Yep.
We were down on the touchline watching the players come out, and I literally looked at Musi. I was like, Cameroon looked 2 times the size of the Mozambique
Right.
players,
Mhm.
and we saw that time after time. Even when Mozambique had opportunities going forward on those long balls, it just felt like they were just too small to really keep up or like get around their defenders. And so, yeah, I agree. Mozambique probably deserved the win in this situation, but at this stage, it came down to physical prowess, in my opinion.
For
Yeah.
sure. That showed up on the defensive end as well. Cameroon had great long ball recovery.
Yeah.
Mozambique couldn't get over the top.
Yep, and as we stay within this group, we have to talk about the other crazy matchup in Group F. Gabon had a 2-0 lead versus the Ivory
Gabon.
Coast, who came back to make it 3-2 in another chaotic 5-goal thriller, which now puts Ivory Coast first place in the group, advancing out of Group F. Thoughts on that chaotic game? Obviously, we were here witnessing Cameroon, but just more chaos in AFCON.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like Gabon has had a rough stretch of games. Obviously,
Tough, man, tough.
Obviously in this tournament, but even going back to World Cup qualifiers, it's just been kind of disappointment after
Yeah.
disappointment. I will say shout out to Dennis Bouanga, who plays for LAFC.
Yes,
He had a
yes.
beautiful cut-in goal, something that we've seen time after time in MLS.
Yep.
But at the end of the day, it just wasn't enough. I feel like Gabon is just missing something, that last piece to make that they get those wins over the line. So it's unfortunate for them today.
And a tough one for Aubameyang as well. I know you want to speak about
Yeah,
this.
it hurts me, guys. I mean, Aubameyang, it was really confusing from the start because at first I thought Aubameyang was injured. I didn't know if he was going to play in those opening matches. And then the coaches had some really weird tactics. He got subbed down to the 30th minute along with Lumina. In the first game, it was really weird.
Two best players.
I think,
you would
yeah,
probably
it was
say.
weird.
It's
It messed the people up. So, yeah, I don't understand what was going on. But Aubameyang, he played great in the second game, got the goal. Didn't really show up in this game, and it's unfortunate because when you think of African ballers, Aubameyang is just, he's one of the poster childs. He could have played in France. He could have won a World Cup. He could have won a World Cup with France. But he stayed with Gabon, chose to honor his father, as we talked about in the show.
For sure.
And you just really wanted to see him pay dividends. Obviously, Gabon crashed out in the World Cup playoffs, but it's unfortunate, and hopefully this is Aubameyang's last, but he is getting up there.
And Ivory Coast, though, did win the group. I mean, we cannot forget they are still the defending champions. They're still the current champions of this continent, of Africa. Is there any chance that they can go on and repeat? A lot of people, obviously, they have Morocco as favorites, Senegal, Algeria has had a perfect start, maybe Nigeria as well, another 9-point team. Can Ivory Coast go back-to-back? Some unbelievable history.
Yeah, I mean, I think they're capable of the upset. They have the players that, the caliber of players to do it. I just don't think they've been one of those teams that have stood out from the crowd, you know, like the likes of Algeria, Egypt.
It's a messy game, really messy games.
Exactly. Yeah. Even looking at this game itself, it's like, it's not convincing. But yeah, they have the caliber to do it, but I don't think they'll do it this year.
No, 100%. I mean, Ivory Coast, I think this is the issue with some of the teams in AFCON is when it's not, the star power that's coming in, when it's not Diallo scoring, back-to-back games, they don't seem to have a sort of identity with their starting squad. I think Evan Gleason subbed in and he scored the equalizer. So obviously it's great that you guys have that depth, and that depth is what wins you championships. But if it's not the starters who are, setting the tempo and, setting the bench players, the super subs to come in and make the impact, then I think you're going to crash out eventually. You're going to play a team who's more organized, who's more compact, who has a better identity, better leadership. So I don't know. I mean, Ivory Coast is one of my favorite teams in this. I think the fans were some of the craziest we've seen. If you guys saw the
great
clips,
fans,
amazing fans during the Cameroon game in Marrakesh. But I don't know. We'll have to see.
I'll definitely. Oh, no, go ahead.
No, go ahead, man.
Yeah, I'll definitely add in, despite they haven't been at their best, I think it's really important in these tournaments to grind out results. It's really important in these tournaments to be able to come back from leads, showing that sort of difficulty within the specificness of a single match. It's not a league phase where you have 3 or 4 or 5 games to figure it out. No, you need to figure it out in the next 10 minutes, the next 15 minutes. So to be able to come back from 2-0 down, to win 3-2, to win your group, knowing what's going on in the Cameroon match, to avoid a really tough next opponent, I think they have a little bit of that championship mentality in them still. But what do you think?
No, of course. I mean, you guys touched all the perspectives. I will say, if I want to jog your memories a bit, they've been in this position before, or even worse during the last AFCON. And
Much worse, and at home.
They ended up lifting the trophy. You know what I mean? There's veterans that are coming back, and there's some star power, as you brought up, in Diallo, who's stepping up to his
Our
role.
guy.
Of course.
Yeah,
Of
I mean,
course.
we have 2 Man United fans right here. Is there any chance he goes ahead and get the golden ball?
Bro, listen, he's put a couple behind, you know what I mean, already.
Nice ones, too.
Keepers are looking at him and seeing that left foot. Like I said, this is the tournament of left foots, man.
100%. And I mean, aside from him as well, this team does have a lot of depth. They have guys like Frank Kessia in the midfield bossing it around too. So I don't think they're one of those squads that just solely rely on that special star attack from a guy who plays on the likes of Manchester United. They do have somebody else who's controlling tempo and making things move. So I think if the draw falls right, it is very possible for Ivory Coast to go ahead and win the tournament. But speaking of some other risks as well, we've talked about Sudan, which has been an amazing story as they advanced to the next round and had their first win since winning AFCON back in 1970.
Beautiful.
But today they did take the L 2-0 to Burkina Faso, a team I know a couple of y'all over here have been very excited to watch throughout this tournament. So y'all thoughts on a big win for them?
Yeah, no, I feel like, as you kind of talked about Ivory Coast, Burkina Faso is one of those teams that doesn't necessarily need to rely on star players. Obviously, they have the likes of George Minengu, who I'm going to talk about over and over and over again, one of the best players in MLS, in my humble opinion. But yeah, I'm happy for them. I think they deserve to get through the next round. I believe their next opponent is going to be Algeria, which is going to be a tough one.
No, Algeria plays Congo.
Okay, it's not Algeria.
We're going to get the matchup for you. We'll get the matchup
We will get that corrected, but yeah, I'm happy to see them.
Ivory Coast, the team we just spoke about. That's a good one. We're going to get to our predictions in a bit, but that's
we
a
literally
really
just compared both of those.
I know,
countries
literally.
and said they're very similar, so we'll see.
No, I mean, Burkina Faso is such a fun team. Edmond Silva scored an amazing winner in the first game. I don't know. I think eventually, I know we're talking about vets, and me and Kendrick have been so excited to see them play, but I just don't see them beating Ivory Coast.
That
being said, though, if
really
they do
tough.
go out, I just want to say I think Burkina Faso has some of the best kids in this tournament.
It's so funny. I knew you were going to talk about the
Oh
Turks,
my gosh,
but that's
guys!
a
I've
great
been on a
year,
bit of a
man.
world tour since I came to Morocco. I've just been collecting AFCON kids.
Yeah.
If any of the viewers know where I can get Burkina Faso kid, specifically that green and red, let me know. I need that kid. But I'm happy. Hopefully we get to see them play. I know we've been going all over, but yeah, I just can't see them being Ivory Coast.
Sure.
Any thoughts you have, Josh?
Honestly, I feel the same way.
And we got to talk, of course, about a team we mentioned previously, Algeria, with a perfect start in the group stage. 3 for 3, 9 points, a 2-0 win today, and they are still yet to concede in this tournament. And they did so today as well, resting their starters. We saw their first match, their 3-0 win over Sudan. We said they look like the best team in the tournament. They're playing the best football. As of now, I think they're probably going to be one of the favorites. Excuse me, a 3-1 victory, so they have conceded 1 goal. I got too excited on that one.
No, for sure, man. I will say with Algeria, sometimes you get very focused on the star power they have. With the guy number 7, Riyad Mahrez, coming off the right-hand side. However, for me, the right back has stood out. You know what I mean? There's certain positions on the pitch where it's like, if that guy's doing his job, then the team's going to have a long day. So I'm excited to see Algeria in the next round going against top opponents.
Congo.
Specifically, that left-hand side against the right back. So we're actually able to see Congo recently, too.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, those places going up against each other, Algeria and Congo, is about to be insane.
And we will be there.
We have Algeria on one end, who kind of is the symbol of like finesse, tiki-taka. We saw the Trivela
Very
pass,
technical.
Passing the movement, though.
Very tactical, very put together unit. And then we have Congo, which we saw yesterday, can just boss around all of their opponents physically, all over the pitch, maintaining the ball. Your guy, number 7, taking players one-on-one on the wing. And so I'm really excited to see that matchup. That's probably going to be one of the better games in round of 16. And make sure you catch it on beIN Sports USA.
100%. And as we talk about that, we have our round of 16 promo queued up for you. Once again, watch it live on beIN Sports USA. Roll the tape.
The Africa Cup of Nations has been a total hit. Exciting, unpredictable, extraordinary. Now, 16 teams move on to continue with their dreams. Conquer Africa's biggest prize. The knockout stage begins. Who will make it through? The Africa Cup of Nations, round of 16, starting January 3rd, only on beIN Sports.
I'm sure you guys are as excited as we are. We are super gassed up for the round of 16. And once again, you can watch it exclusively on beIN Sports and then catch us after every match day, live streaming, giving our reactions and discussing these games. But now, fellas, we have to give our predictions. We'll first start off with Mali versus Tunisia. Who you got, Josh?
I mean, Mali kept up with the Morocco team, so I can't see
tough.
them losing, honestly.
They haven't. I mean, I can't lie. Mali hasn't really impressed. They haven't scored. They haven't won a game yet. It's been straight draws. But you squeaked in. Now it's time to prove the haters wrong. It's time to prove that you guys can go far. Tunisia is in a World Cup, so they kind of have that. They've established themselves. They have a fun team. But Mali, you know, they have heritage. They know what they can do here. So I think Mali can take it.
Kendrick?
Yeah, I'm gonna take Mali.
And I'm gonna take
upset, but I'm gonna take them.
and I'm gonna take Tunisia. I think North African teams are gonna do very well in this tournament in North Africa. Next up, we have Senegal versus Sudan. A huge disparity in the two teams. One of the big favorites versus a small nation surprising the world and meaning so much more than football. I'm gonna take Senegal in this one. Obviously, the Sudan story is beautiful. The #1 story I'm rooting for personally, but I think when it comes to the football pitch, Senegal's got this.
Of course, I mean, Senegal is to lose.
Yeah.
It will be a beautiful story to see.
I would love to see it. Come on, it would mean so much to the people.
And it'll be a great show of two great fan bases as well.
For sure.
I think a similar matchup coming up next, we have Egypt versus Benin. Similarly, another one of the tournament favorites against, you know, not a small nation, but a nation that not a lot of people see going super far. I think Egypt is the clear winner.
100%, 100%. Yep.
Yeah, Benin has kind of disappointed. You know, they almost made a World Cup. We keep talking about that. I really thought this was going to be Benin's era, but they haven't really disappointed. And even then, I don't think Egypt's squad is that great. Minus the starters, they haven't really shown anything, but I think Egypt is going to take that one.
Yeah, the way Mohamed Salah's playing, the way Omar Mamouche is playing, and again, we're saying this is the AFCON of Salah's career. Absolutely. And then moving on, we have Ivory Coast versus Burkina Faso. We discussed it a bit earlier, guys, but let's just give our clear takes of who we got.
Cote d'Ivoire all the way.
I'm going to go with Cote d'Ivoire as well.
Burkina Faso make the upset happen.
Really? You, the Francophone boy? Yeah. Okay.
I love Burkina Faso, but no, Cote d'Ivoire.
Cote d'Ivoire for it. All right, moving on. A massive matchup, including our guy Sebastian right here behind the camera. South Africa versus Cameroon. Who you got?
Well, I mean, listen, Cameroon, we just saw they put the men's team in and they're still balling. It's going to be a tough one, but Cameroon, history speaks, 5 AFCONs there.
Indomitable Lions, I got them for sure. Cameroon.
South Africa.
Next up, Morocco, Tanzania. I think we're all probably taking the home team there. We're going to be there.
Yeah,
all right. And then Algeria versus Congo. Oof. I'm going with Algeria. For this one.
Listen.
Very tough one. Very tough.
Algeria the favorites, but I think Congo, if there was a time to make an upset, it's now. They're going for the World Cup.
We will be at that game too.
I'm taking Congo.
The more we've seen Congo, the more they've surprised me. I think Congo is going to... If there's an upset in this round of 16, it's Congo, and they're going to take it.
I agree.
And you put yours already?
Oh, Congo, man.
Got you. And then lastly, Nigeria versus the team we just witnessed, Mozambique. I got the Niger boys for sure. I don't think anyone has an upset here. Kendrick, don't do it, bro.
Did you guys just see what Mozambique did to Cameroon?
All right.
I'm taking Mozambique.
This podcast is really underrating Nigeria, but I'm not going to be the guy who does that.
Sure.
Hey, man.
Yeah.
Nah, Nigeria. Let's be honest here, guys.
All right. We'll see.
We'll have to see, but we are here now in the round of 16. After that, of course, the quarters, the semis. We're in the business end of the tournament, just the most exciting, the most chaos, the most tension. But who do we think is going to actually go all the way, not just in the round of 16, but to go ahead and win this competition?
I mean, at the end of the day, if you start out the knockout stage with a tough opponent, you start off on the right foot. You know what it's like to go through and grind out those hard challenges. We bring up Algeria versus Congo as the one. The winner of that one, I think it's take it all the way.
I think the winner might be in that matchup.
Listen.
Wow.
I agree. I agree 100%. We got to see what Congo did against Senegal.
Yep.
Everybody thought Senegal was going to walk all over them, and Congo was not having it.
And then Congo, Botswana too, we saw yesterday.
And Congo have some of the best fans. So when it comes to going to that game, they're dang near going to be a home team. So I think Congo can go all the way. I hope they do.
Two Congo picks.
One of my favorites in the tournament.
All right.
Allez le bleu.
Moose.
Hey, I'm with you guys. Congo, they just keep surprising me.
You're picking Congo to win?
I'm taking Congo to win. I keep
brother.
watching them, and they keep surprising me. It's just... And mind you, this is what I say. The contenders, there's kind of really $3 they could go in. The contenders who qualify for the World Cup: Egypt, Senegal, Ivory Coast. Then you have the ones they've already crashed out: Nigeria, Cameroon. So this is do or die. But Congo, after they play this AFCON, they're going to play the biggest game of their lives. They need to win the World Cup playoffs to get that first spot, that last spot for CAF. Their first one since 1974, and the last time they won AFCON was in 1974. It's poetic. The team is aligned. There's depth in that team. They care about it. The jerseys are clean. The fans are amazing. I have to give it a Congo. It's raining in the stars for them.
It's still Morocco. We're here in Morocco. I've been embraced by the Moroccan people. I feel Moroccan. I'm supporting Morocco. And I think they still got it at home. I think I've not seen enough to prove that they can do it. But what's beautiful is now we have a break, guys. We have a couple of days off before the round of 16.
Woo-hoo.
What are we going to do with our time in Agadir?
Sleep.
70, sunny. Just sleep.
Sleep. Don't
Sleep.
me.
That's it?
Personally, I'm going to sleep 12 hours today.
12 hours is nice. I like that. I like
At least, at minimum.
Notice how you feeling?
12 to 15.
Anything you're trying to do in Agadir? Anything cultural? Explore? Just enjoy Morocco as a country? What do you think?
I think we're gonna play some Uno. No, but
That's all we're doing. We're in Morocco. We're in Agadir. We're just gonna play some Uno,
But actually, no. I'm really excited to explore. Go to the beach.
Yeah.
We were talking about going to the Sahara Desert. So I'm excited. Maybe take some buggies. So we're gonna see how that goes. But I'm excited, guys.
Yep.
We deserve it.
Kendrick, a haircut. Potentially.
Hey,
is it happening?
Hey,
is it happening?
Stay tuned. No details will be disclosed.
I will also be there.
Just wait. You have to tune in for the next episode to see how I come back.
You're gonna see what's under that hat next time, guys.
That's very, very true. Josh, any thoughts on these next 2 days off? How are we feeling?
Of course, I mean, to bring in the new year, well, it's definitely looking forward to being restful.
Yeah. What time we got right now? About an hour left, y'all.
Wow.
Almost a new year. It's crazy. Absolutely crazy.
Man, but besides that, obviously, you guys brought up the deserts. There's some nice views. Honestly, if you're able to take some of the skyline rides, you know. So looking forward to that.
Yeah, definitely the beach, the market, the artisan. It's a beautiful, beautiful city. Shout out everyone here in Agadir already welcoming us, and then shout out to everyone in Morocco. Just a beautiful, hospitable country.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
I mean, guys, this was another edition of Five-A-Side live at the Stade d'Agdar.
Sir.
We just finished the last group stage match, Cameroon versus Mozambique. The next time we tune in, guys, the round of 16 will begin. Tune in exclusively on beIN Sports to catch us and all AFCON matches.
Absolutely. Happy New Year.
On YouTube
And
as well,
don't forget
guys.
to catch the matches on YouTube as well, and we will be on YouTube afterwards. Once again, happy New Year, everybody.
Happy New Year's, everyone. Have a good one.
Happy New Year.